Salutations everyone and welcome back to my channel. On today's program I am here to discuss some more information in regards to Walker Stalker Con. It has been revealed just recently that they have just hired a new interim CEO to take over for James Frazier. We'll see how that transpires, but I'm sure you guys obviously would like to know my take on this. But before I get into that, I just want to put out a request to you guys to like and share my videos, because as many of you should know that YouTube has not been too kind to independent content creators as of recently, and especially to small channels like myself, since I don't have that many subs, I don't qualify for monetization, and since I can't monetize my videos, that puts me at a bigger disadvantage in regards to YouTube's algorithm. So I rely heavily on you guys to get the word out there on my videos. So if you guys could like and share my videos, especially the videos where I cover Walker Stalker Con, I would greatly appreciate it, because there's a lot of people that are not in the social media circles, that are not aware of the shady business practices of this company, but they happen to watch YouTube videos. So again, if you guys could like and share, I would sincerely appreciate it. And thanks to you guys, I've now gained about an extra 10 subscribers in the past week, which I can't thank you guys enough for that. And I'm still got a ways to go to 1,000K subscribers, but I owe it up to you guys. I have you guys to thank for putting my channel out there and to helping it grow. Again, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you guys do. But now we get into the video. So you guys are probably wondering, why on earth am I sharing a particular piece of news that's about 4 years old? Well, I do have a reason for that. Just bear with me here. Just think of it as a shot and chaser. This would be the shot right here. So I'm going to share this article that came from Como News back on July 29th, 2015. Seattle sci-fi convention goers feeling galacticoned. Many fans are upset by what they call a bait and switch by a sci-fi convention, scheduled to take place this weekend in Seattle. Fans of the Battlestar Galactica TV shows have one convention every couple years called Galacticon. This year, it's being held in Seattle. Fans from all over the world took time off from work, booked their flights and hotel rooms, and are getting ready to see the dozens of stars advertised to appear. But with fewer than 72 hours to go, event organizers shared the bad news. 11 of the promised celebrities were dropped from the lineup. They include Edward James Olmos, sorry. Again, I have such a hard time reading articles. I swear I'll get better at it, but anyways, back to it. So, Michael Hogan, Kate Vernon, Grace Park, Aaron Douglas, I'm so sorry if I butchered this name, Tamho Pennicott, Candace McClure, Luciana Caro, Rekha Sharma, Richard Hatch, and Noel Guglielmi. I'm not really good with pronouncing names, guys. I apologize. It's not a decision that was made lightly, says Michael DeVault, the director of operations for Galacticon. It's not a decision that was made in the absence of fans and the commitment they've made to our convention and to our show being a success. He says one big issue is they couldn't book enough hotel rooms for all their celebrity guests. Fans are Fans are furious on Facebook. Some say the only reason they were coming is to see those guests, all stars of the more recent show, and it's too late to cancel their flights. The actors who got the boot, they're not happy either. It's emotionally traumatizing, says Richard Hatch, who was a star in both versions of Battlestar Galactica. It's painful. I feel like I'm letting fans down and letting people I love and care about down. Hatch says it's a business decision that he doesn't understand. He says he's never canceled an appearance at a convention. He's skeptical of the claim that hotel rooms weren't available for the stars. Hatch tells me he would have stayed at a Motel 6 if need be in order to keep his fans happy. In fact, I was looking for cheaper hotels down by the Washington Convention Center to see if there was a viable way to go. On Twitter, actor Aaron Douglas posted, "We did not cancel ourselves, none of us did. We were all excited to go, see all of you and each other. Apparently, he's decided to come to Seattle anyway and meet up with local fans at an informal bar gathering. Noah Hathaway was a star on the original series and says he backed out of this convention months ago because of the red flags he saw. I can't fathom how somebody could do all that to the people that are coming from Europe. He also mentions a very ill family that plans to come. They were like, well, we are at the hospital here in Seattle by happenstance, and to cheer my husband up, we were going to go to the con, and now it's not happening. How do you talk to somebody like that and tell them it's going to be okay? Default is very apologetic and says Galacticon is working on refund requests but wouldn't go on record saying they would be issued. Now, if there's anyone that is watching this video that was in attendance to Galacticon or are familiar with this whole story, I would certainly love to hear your comments down below. And you guys are probably wondering, why did I bring up this particular article? Well, interestingly enough, this is the same type of situation that happened with Walker Stalker Con, with Walker Stalker Atlanta this past weekend. There were about 8 guests that were scheduled to appear, and well, James Frazier did not honor his contracts because he was supposed to pay for the actors' travel expenses, but apparently he refused to honor those expenses. So the promotions person for these actors ended up having to cancel his guests because James would not confirm travel. Even though apparently they did mention back last month that travel was confirmed for the actors that did not canceled, but I digress. So again, it's a very similar situation to what happened between Galacticon and Walker Stalker Atlanta. But here's the thing that's telling. This person here, Michael DeVault, well, guess what, guys? He is the interim CEO for Walker Stalker, as you can see by their Facebook post. Hello, Walker Stalker community. I wanted to introduce myself. I'm Michael DeVault, interim CEO of Walker Stalker Con and FanFest. I will have more to say tomorrow, but in the meantime, this is my email if you want to contact me, Michael at fanevents.com, Michael DeVault. Yeah, this is a really, really telling. It's very, very skeptical. Now, to be fair, this whole debacle with Galacticon happened 4 years ago. 4 years ago. So it's very possible that Michael could have changed his ways between now and 4 years ago. But this is still not exactly really good news. And I don't know what to make of this. I'm sure there's probably a lot of other people. I know that there's been a lot of other people that have expressed concerns as well, that this is the guy that they're using as to save face for the company. Granted, he's the interim or the temporary CEO, even though I still don't know if James can hire someone to be the face of Walker Stalker Con. But to be perfectly honest, this just seems too little too late to me. Now, is it possible that Walker Stalker Con could bounce back? Sure, absolutely. Anything is possible. And honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I really do want to see this convention turn around, because many years ago, it was really the place for fans of The Walking Dead to get together, and it was truly a haven and just paradise for a lot of us to go to Walker Stalker, and so much has changed, and it's changed for the worse. And believe me, I really want to see them bring the convention back to what it was. But fact of the matter is, there is a lot riding against this company. Even if they pay back the attendees, the vendors, and the actors, the damage has been done. And let me tell you, it's a lot easier to completely throw any trust out the window, and it's definitely a lot harder to bring it back. Even if they did pay the attendees back, let's say they do. they still have to make amends with some of their business partners, especially someone as big as Celebrity Photo Ops. I mean, who's going to handle the photo ops? I can probably tell you for a fact that Froggy's probably not going to come back to help with managing the photo ops. So, really, it's going to be very difficult for them to make amends and to rebuild those bridges that they have burned, not just with the vendors, but also the actors, too. I mean, for crying out loud, Dominic Mancini, who's the head of Full Empire Promotions, he's the guy that made it public that James Frazier or Walker Stalker did not go through with the travel confirmations. So he basically came out in the open. He said he's completely done with Walker Stalker Con. So imagine trying to reach out to make amends and build trust back again. It's going to be a very, very difficult task for James, or well, not for James, since he's apparently no longer the CEO. Even though I personally think that he still has a hand in the business's organizations, or that he's really behind the scenes, but I digress on that. But again, as I said, I do love a redemption story, and I would certainly love for Walker Stalker to come back from all this. But I also have to be realistic in that I don't really see that happening for them. Again, I could be wrong, and I sincerely hope that I am. But I am curious to know what you guys think about this whole thing. Do you believe that Walker Stalker, or with this new CEO, do you think he might be able to bring the convention back to what it once was in terms of high quality, or at least decent enough quality to get people back onto the con floor? I am curious to know what you guys think, so definitely leave a comment down below. And thanks for watching, and until next time, dear friends, this is Cynical Lindsay, signing off.